I returned my 13-inch MacBook Pro 2020, and here's why. It's me, it's Sanne, and today I've got a new video for you guys. Please ignore the fan you hear in the background. It is around like 30 degrees in my room Celsius, so yeah, please ignore it. But as you can see by the title of today's video, I returned my 13-inch MacBook Pro, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. So I here in this book have some notes on what I want to tell you guys, because there are some things I want to talk about. First, I'm gonna tell you guys what issues I had with my MacBook and why I chose to return it, and then I'm gonna tell you guys the positives of the MacBook. We're gonna start with the negatives. The issues I had with my MacBook was that the MacBook I had couldn't handle or process what I wanted to do on it. I bought my MacBook because I needed for school and because I needed something to edit my videos on, because my current laptop, which I have to use again now, which is really annoying, my current laptop was not working anymore with editing videos. So I decided to buy a 13-inch MacBook Pro. And why I decided to get the 13-inch, that was because it was cheaper than 16-inch. So that was a big thing for me, because those things are so expensive, and I saved up quite some money, but was not enough for the 16-inch. But I also chose it because I like the screen size a little bit better. Like the 16-inch was quite big, but after I bought the 13-inch and I compared it to my current laptop, I discovered that the 16-inch MacBook Pro and my current laptop are actually the same size. So then I felt a little bit stupid, but I was fine with the size of the screen, because the bezels weren't that thick and I could see really good on it. Like the quality of the screen was way better than my current laptop. The issues I began to have was whenever I was editing a video, I could not edit the video. Like I was working really hard on a video and I would have like one clip, like just one bar of like videos I shot in like I had to edit on iMovie because I don't have Final Cut Pro yet, because that's expensive. I had my clips sorted in like one bar of like videos and stuff, and I just cut them to how I wanted them. I just edited them, like I just made the rough cut and all that stuff, and then I wanted to add music or like a second layer of like clips. But every time I tried to do that, my MacBook would start, the fans would start just going like really, they would just start blowing like so loud, and it sounded like it was an airplane taking off. Like I'm not kidding, it really sounded like that. And my iMovie just decided to not work for like a few minutes. Like it showed that like little turning wheel ball, whatever you want to call it, like that little beach ball thingy that was turning, and I had to wait like a few minutes to continue editing. And after that beach ball was gone, I wanted to like continue editing, of course, because I wanted to get my videos done. But like a few seconds later it happened again, and that happened with all the videos I edited on that MacBook, and it were only 3 videos, but it was still really annoying. So then I decided to call the like Apple service, because I thought, well, maybe they can help me, like maybe there's a problem or something and we can solve it. So we tried to delete iMovie and put it back on. That didn't work, it still had the same problem. We tried adding a second user on which I could edit my videos, like I would use the second profile, like the second user, as like my editing user, but it still had the same issues. And then I called again like 3 days later, and we decided to like completely reinstall my MacBook. So we did that, we reinstalled it, and I thought that it was fine. So I tried to do that, but it was not. It still had the same issues. And then they suggested that I would maybe get like the trial version of Final Cut Pro so that I could see if it also was in Final Cut Pro. So I decided to try the trial version of Final Cut Pro. I downloaded it and I started to edit my video. That was the last video I uploaded that was edited with Final Cut Pro. But it had the same issues. And at that point I was just devastated because I knew that I actually just wasted my money. Because I had a computer which I couldn't even like properly edit on, and that was the whole reason why I bought that thing. So I was devastated. I was really disappointed. So I called them again and I said, look, okay, I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried this, and I've tried this. We've tried everything, but it's still not working. What do I do now? So they told me to try and call Apple I don't know, I think it's called a customer service, but I'm not really sure. So I got a phone number from them and I called that phone number, and it got me in contact with the guy who helped me further, and I explained what the problem was and that I didn't know what to do, and I explained them how they already helped me. So then he said, well, you're probably not gonna like the solution, but the only solution I see that we can do now is you either return this MacBook and get your money back and maybe buy a different MacBook, maybe buy the 16-inch or just a higher spec one, or you return the MacBook, get the money back and buy a different computer, or you get the money back, or you return the MacBook and you get a new MacBook, like the same specs, size, all of that. And I said, well, I don't want to risk it, so I decided to return the MacBook and get my money back. So yesterday the UPS driver came to collect my MacBook. As soon as it gets to like Apple, I'm gonna get my money back, and I'm gonna save for the 16-inch because they've told me this before and I'm so stupid for not listening to them. The 16-inch is way better for what I want to do with it. It's also way better for the study I'm gonna follow, because that's also with video editing and photo editing. I really need to have like a good laptop, and if this one already wasn't working while I was only editing videos, then I was so scared of what I was gonna do when I was also editing photos and editing like bigger videos than these. So yeah, that was why I decided to return it. Maybe some of you guys think, well, why in the hell would you return it if those are only the problems? Well, like I said, I need my MacBook for that, and if it doesn't work properly, then it's no use to me, because that's why I bought it. That's the whole reason I bought it, to edit videos and to edit photos and stuff. But now enough with the negative, because it's also a really good laptop, and I'm gonna tell you guys why it is, and yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys which the 13-inch laptop, in my opinion, is best suited for. It works so fast, except for like the video editing, but we're just gonna forget that it's not there. It's so quick and it's so smooth. I don't know how to explain it, but it just is. Like the way like the keyboard feels, the keyboard is amazing. I love the keyboard. I also love the Touch ID, and I love the screen. I love the size because it was a pretty good size, and it was just, the screen was really sharp. Like it was a really good quality. So that was a really good positive of the MacBook. And like I said, like the keyboard was really good. And you know, other things that it was good for was web browsing, like Word, just typing stuff in Word, and just a lot of like just doing stuff on the internet, watching YouTube, watching Netflix, and just school stuff. In my opinion, I think that the 13-inch MacBook Pro, doesn't matter which one, if you have the base model or the highly spec model, I think that the 13-inch MacBook Pro is best suited for students. Like if you're gonna do stuff like video editing, it's not for you. It's just really a MacBook for students, because it's small, it's tiny, it's really portable. You can bring it everywhere you want because it's not that big and it's not that heavy. I'm gonna save up now for the 16-inch, and I'm gonna buy it as soon as I can, because the current laptop I have to use that laptop just sucks balls. So I'm not so excited about that, but we'll make it work. We'll find a way to make it work. I hope you guys liked it, and if you guys did, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And then you guys will see me in one of my next videos. Bye guys!